Hello. I want a dog walk with the dogs, but where are the dogs? Oh, there's one. Oh, there's two. Found two. There's a Pandora and a Sebastian at the end there. The white one's Sebastian, by the way, and the black one's Pandora. But I'm missing one. A little Wally who's probably run up ahead, known him, picking up things, and you know, we'll catch up in the mows, what he does. But there's, this place is pretty, how to put it, well, you don't get many people, to say the least. I would be very surprised if I see somebody. It's a rare occasion. Anyway, the place that we're at is called Étang de la Pouge, and it's basically a pond. And it's quite a big pond. Some people would call it a lake, quite frankly. And some people canoe on it and stuff like that. And there's a, yeah, it's like a dam bit at the end and what have you, but it's for nature and stuff. Yeah, it's quite nice, really. And it's, at the moment we're walking through like a deciduous woods, and I don't know if you see over there, that is actually the lake through the trees there. And there's a mixture of trees we've got here. We've got the usual French deciduous trees. You've got the well, you've got hazel, you've got hornbeam, you've got oaks, you've got chestnuts. You know, chestnut tree, which is Châtenay en français. Yeah, you've got acacia, which basically goes flipping wild if you let it. And it's got spiky thorns on it. Vicious stuff, that is. It's a very resilient tree, mind. As a wood, it's very resilient to rot. Well, I see Pandora. She's gone down. She's near the lake now. She's, oh, you won't be able to see yet. She's going the wrong way, mind. Yeah, Pandora, where are you going, girl? Yeah. She's probably, I can see Sebastian, but I can see Wally. I can see him through the trees in the distance. Okay, then make sure we catch up. We'll go down this way then. Normally I'll go to the end bit over there, but we're going to go through the trees. There we are. Let me show you. It's a lovely place. Oh, I might have to bring you down a bit. Oh, wrong way. So we just cut through here. Oh, oh. Do a bear poop in the woods? Oh, apparently it does. And so do my dogs sometimes. There we go. And some people fish down here. You can even drive down here as well with you know, you're not supposed to, but some people, I've seen people bring campers and stuff down there, or even a tent and camp at the end. You're going the wrong way, guys. The thing is, my little Wally dog's a little bit deaf these days. Yeah, a little ginger one. It's either he's deaf or he has a deaf ear. So he's, I think they play a trick on me. Because if we go that way, you see, you have to come back on the side. It means they're gone for longer. Wally, this way, guy. Wally, this way. Oh, you might notice. Wally's decided he's going to go near the lake. The water's quite high in the lake. Yeah, not so close, not so close. Calm down. Hey, don't keep fingers. Dora, now slow down. Good girl, good girl. This way, Wally! He ain't quite got the idea. This way! If I turn my back to him, he's more likely to come. Oh, he's coming. He's coming the right way now. He's behind me. Can you see him? There he comes, running. He's running. He's running. That's because he wants a treat. That's what it is. I better make sure I got many in there. Damn. I should have filled that up before I came, shouldn't I? Oh, I've been in trouble. Go on, Wally. That's a good boy. You've been running. Have you been running? I think he has, you know. So it's quite a lovely place. The water's actually nice and high. We're in it's the evening, it's about 7 o'clock at night here in France, and it's rather nice. It is. That sun is quite low. Well, coming down as it does. It's falling out of the sky. So you've got your reeds and irises in there. Are they irises or are they some form of lily? I don't know. And that's the sun over there. So you know, just so you know. So just go for a bit of walk. We're going up to the hide, which is at the end here as well. Yeah, there's a hide where people go in there with their binoculars. They look at the ducks and stuff. And there's all sorts of wildfowl on this lake, on the Étang de la Pouge. And it's or a pond. It's got grebes on there, great crested grebes, obviously a variety of herons and stuff like that. I've even seen a black swan on here before. So I imagine they're nesting on there somewhere. And the only place I've ever seen a black swan before was on Sallows Broad, where I used to live. Yeah, with the missus and that, and the kids. Not these kids, no, not the doggy kids. Which still got the idea, run up ahead, haven't they? Look. What am I going to do with them? Put them on the lead, that's what people say, put them on the lead. The thing is, when you put them on the lead, you don't need to, because our dogs are not aggressive. I know you've got to think about other dogs in it as well, but generally we have very little problems. Obviously if I suddenly have to chuck the camera down and run after them, that's a different kettle of fish, but our dogs are not totally non-aggressive. They've never ever, all their little lives, shown any aggression at all. Nope. Some people think Wally is sometimes, because he plays tug of war with his rope and that, you see. He growls at you, he brings his head to you and he growls, and he wants you to play with his head, you see. Play tug of war. It's just a big game, is all it is. But he's not aggressive, not at all. So yeah, lovely little doggies they are. We were very, very lucky, to be honest. But I don't think it's just that though. It's we spoil them. We really do. You know, I don't mean making them just necessarily fat all the while. You know, loads of treats, but just they get hugs and cuddles and stuff. But it's quite a pretty place, and you have school parties and that come down here, and they do little tasks. You know, they do a bit of bivouacking and stuff like that, and making shelter and a bit of wattle and daub fencing. Because you've got a mixture of timbers in here. You've got your hazel, which is ideal. You use willow as well if you want. You know, for your wattle fencing. Yeah, the sort of stuff they used to use for hurdles and stuff. Yeah, for horses to jump over. Years ago. Hornbeam. Lots of hornbeam in France. And chestnut. And your hazel. It's rather nice. And obviously the oaks. Now oak trees, although when they're like that, they're generally very, very, it's quite tall, but not a lot of, oh there we go, sorry, it's tall but not a lot of bottom growth. But that's because they're quite close together. This is kind of what I'll do on our land with our rewilding that we're doing, we're planting trees. You know what I should have done? I should have brought a little fork and dug some of these trees up and took them to my place, because there's some little tiny ones down there, little tiny ideal ones to just dig up. Hornbeam down there. And hornbeam's a nice tree, it's got a nice big leaf on it, it's lovely. Some of these will be just suckers off the roots, so these will be suckers down here. They won't be self-seeded. What it is there'll be a load of roots coming off the tree over here, and it's basically the loads of little shoots will come up, and there'll be a bugger to dig up, so there's no point trying to dig them up. And what happened is so there'll be a bugger to dig up because they'll be attached to a big root. So what's happened is they keep cutting the grass either side of this path and just trimming the young growth off, and then it regrows. So the only reason I know that is because I've tried. Oh look, there's another oak. Yes, that's what we want to grow more oaks. And somebody mentioned this tree. Oh, Palanorm? No, oh I don't know. Oh okay, they've created a diversion here. Yeah, they've done a bit of weird, you wouldn't call it wattle fencing, but they've done something strange here. I don't know what this is all about. They're trying to divert people up the other way. Why have they done that? It's obviously to divert people away from the hide, I reckon. Maybe they're getting too much pedestrian traffic near the hide, and it's scaring the birds or something like that. There's a path here, sort of. Yeah, just on here. Yeah, no guys, I know. I ain't got any more treats. Oh, well, I have. But you have to wait until we've got. There you go. There you are. Go this way. We're going to go the way that they're trying to encourage us not to go. Because I do. Oh, hang on. Back up you go. What did I do that for? It's got quite a bit of weight on this gimbal that I'm using at the minute. It's like a motorised thing to keep it camera steady. And I say camera, it's a phone. It's a OnePlus 7 Pro phone. It's a good phone. But it's quite heavy, so I had to add all these extra counterbalancers onto the actual gimbal to balance the phone. Ingenuitive, that's what you got to be. Make things work. Apart from that, it's not a bad little gimbal, sort of Kion smooth gimbal. Yeah, they're quite cheap now. Well, it's an old model for a start. But anyway, little doggies, let's turn the camera around. Oh, there they are. They do like to pee up stuff, do doggies. Got these lovely little paths. And this is actually a round walk back up to the car, this is. And there's an old barn they use as like a visitor centre. Well, I say visitor centre, it's always open, but it's, usually get the school parties go there and doing their little, I don't know, bivvy wagon. Now Wally, stop that, you dirty dog. Dirty dog. Ooh, that's it, I tripped over a root. I nearly went in. Yeah, the water's nice and high now. Now at certain times, yeah, because it's water's controlled, spring fed this is, and it's controlled by like a gate, and they look like a sluice, and they open it up. So if there's a threat of lot of rain, that the actual people controlling it will open it up, say a month before. So it basically becomes a sump so you don't get excessive. Yeah, I'm talking about heavy rains, obviously. In June, you do quite often get a lot of rain, so don't look like they've done it this time. Maybe they're again saying that we're potentially got drought, so they're probably keeping all the reservoirs topped up. They just control them literally by opening or closing the gates, like pulling the plug. Oh, hey, what, Pandora? What are you doing down there, Wally? Just get a drink? Or do you try and get a drink? It's warm, isn't it? You've got water in the car if you need it. He's on a mission. So the thing is, but this area of France, there's known, it's the nickname for it's land of 1,000 lakes in this area of Limousin, and there is a lot of lakes. A lot of people were digging lakes for reservoirs and fishing lakes and stuff like that, because there's a lot of spring water here. So all you got to do is just basically dig a hole. It fills up itself. So it's quite simple, really. The problem is that what's happening is there's too many lakes, and the reservoirs were running dry, so there are a lot more restrictions on them, and also it's not good for the fish. If it's not managed, because you end up with a load of lakes that are not actually looked after properly, and they contaminate the other ones. Now, let's bring it back round again. Now, a friend of mine's got a lake. Before they bought it, they didn't realise, but the people who were in there before were literally putting the sewage straight into the lake. It's like stick your bum in the lake. And the problem with it, the thing is, with all these lakes, they all effectively, they drain off from the water table for a start, but also to the next lake along. Because you usually get like a series of little lakes, you see, one feeding the next to the next to the next, as it gets closer to the river. So it's yeah, it's quite nice down there. Oh no, Wally's at it again. God. Is it that time of day, Wally? I need to do some research on this because he's just it's getting worse. Poor Pandora. She's not even. She's the only one. You know what? She's the one that got caught the short straw. So we've got 3 dogs, you see, and they were all fertile when they were younger, obviously. And Pandora, it's cheap to obviously get 1 dog done. It's to get 2 dogs done. So yeah, over the 2 boys or 1 girl. We are quite isolated where we are, and our dogs, although they're very sociable, they don't, there's not necessarily a problem to other dogs. We don't want them roaming the street for a start. That's what does happen there quite a bit. Dogs roaming about. I've got some quite big scary dogs, and then you realise they're dopey. Yeah, it's nuts. And then you've got that poor kid got, people getting hurt, aren't they, by dogs? Blame the owners is what I say. So it's lovely, isn't it? Can you hear that in the distance? Oh, well, we're getting closer to the hide now, and it's sound like ducks, but it's not. They're frogs again. I did show you that in the video before. I did. Yeah. They're getting louder. It's getting louder. Or the microphone's pointing the wrong way now. Now we're quite close to the hide, so let's turn you around. Ah, so they put a lot more split hazel, sorry, split hazel heat or split chestnut fencing, split chestnut. So what they've done is they've created a little bit of a diversion. Whereas before you basically went straight to the hide, now you have to like walk around a bit. Because a lot of people, I suppose, are trying to make sure that it doesn't get disturbed unless people actually want to use it. So we're going to go to the hide. Oh, you see that? Ooh, was that a pigeon or something that you saw? We're coming this way, guys. That's usually open. They don't usually shut the door. Oh, it's got a different door. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not a door. No, it isn't. I'm saying things. It was an optical illusion from the angle I was at. That's usually left open. So, you know, I don't know if there's been any more work to it, but yeah, it's open. You gotta go in, guys. Can you open the door for me? Let's go in the hide. Oh, what's in there, Wally? What's it? What is it? We're in the hide. All that breath. It's got these little stays here. What you do is you have to take it off, like so. I should have brought my binoculars. Oh, there you go. How about that? Isn't that lovely? And I've been down here early in the morning. I mean, like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun's just risen, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Remember, the sun to be behind us then, and not, you know, it's absolutely gorgeous. A bit of mist on the water as well, but I can see some grebes over there in the distance, in the middle of the lake there. I've been on the, a few times on the canoe, and I mean the kayak and the canoe actually, but on both. But yeah, it's quite lovely. It's the peace of it, isn't it? It's kind of what I missed in the UK, was just that peace, that tranquility, that ability you just to sit there and contemplate your surroundings. It's not that easy when you've got dogs constantly making loads of noise. But that's my dogs for you. But I haven't seen the swan yet. It's probably on a nest at the minute, I imagine. That means there'll be a pair of them, doesn't it? There'd have to be a pair. But I've only seen one. So that would be quite cool. It's not often you see a black swan. But you get a lot of oh, is it the geese? I think it's the geese. Is it geese? Can't remember now. Ooh, what are they called again? The grue en français, and it's they leave the area for the winter and they bugger off, basically south. And they're a good indication that you're going to get either good or bad weather, or if it's going to be an early or late, frost or whatever. Yeah, not frost, I mean a cold snap. Because they all bugger off, they all go south. They got sense, you know. Us people in brick houses or stone houses, we get stuck where we are. It's rather nice. So you've got all these little windows all the way around, so you can position yourself. There's a bolt on that one. Just make sure I shut them. That's what I find it's really annoying when you come to these places and they supply you with this facility, and then people come here, they open all the windows up, and they bugger off. It might be one of the reasons why they've done like diversion, so they don't get so much problem. Because you just get kids messing about otherwise. They leave it all open, the wind gets them, and then they get ripped off, which isn't very helpful. No. Okay, what's it behind this one over here? It's going to be green on this one, isn't it? I don't know if you noticed, all the frogs have stopped frogging. Whatever they call it. Croaking. Oh, I just heard a little bit. As soon as you see hair or see any emotion, they stop making a noise to protect themselves. See, some of the bolts have been I've ripped out, or the was broken. That one even got one on it. See that window, get that? I've ripped that off. So maybe it will be sorted. I've got a Pandora, she's waiting patiently. There you go. Pandora. So anyway, we're at the hive, and they've got this weird speaker intercom thing going on. That's all about. What's up, Dora? What's up, Dora? What's up, Dora? What's up? Come on. I suppose they had enough. Oh, better shut that off. Shut these doors first then. These hatches. What they need is some people to help out, you know. I might actually have a word. The sort of thing I like to get involved with. I've managed to get in contact with somebody local to me who ornithology and all that sort of stuff, bird type stuff. Don't mean I'm not supposed to sit there for hours, just a pair of binoculars watching birds, but I like to do stuff for nature. And they do little projects and stuff, so, you know, whether it be insect houses and little stuff like that. So anyway, that's a hide here at Étang de la Pouge, which is oh God's sake. Wally, can you leave her alone? Oh dear. What am I going to do with him? So we'll be walking back, but we're not going back the same way. No, we're going to the round walk, you see. And it is. It's going to be quite a long video, this one. But it's just a walk with the dogs. It's quite nice. I've got some videos on here actually, which are literally just actually soundtracks of. I've actually got one on here. It's about 13 hours of bird song. Have I lost the plot? Probably. Who can create the longest bird song video recording? The problem with it is you do actually have to edit it, because you obviously get like aeroplanes and stuff like that, and it loses it loses its momentum. Not momentum. Don't hear it. If you're doing yoga or something like that, is it yoga or yogurt? I can't remember. I prefer yogurt myself. But yeah, if you do something like that, well then you got an aeroplane coming over. I think you lose your chi. So up the hill. So the thing with the dogs, you see, okay, I can buy. I've got to go and take them for a walk. Oh crikey, I've got other things I should be doing. But on the other hand, what would I be doing otherwise? Probably something that involves sitting in front of a computer or standing in front of my workbench, which isn't quite so bad. But it's you know, if you're out here, you're kind of like, you're taking in the nature, you listen to the bird song, and it's good, isn't it? It's nice, it feels good. And besides, I need the exercise, I really do. So we're walking back to the car. The dogs have probably had enough now. I can hear they're all like panting now. Whereas before, when they first get in the car, they're all excited. Oh yes, we're going to go to here, we're going to go to there, we're going to go to there, we're going to try and take in the sights all at once. And then they get so tired, they're like just ladies sort of strolling. Oh okay, and that one over there, my Sebastian. Just like, oh, okay then. Do I have to? Yeah, the wildflowers and stuff. I can't remember what these ones are called now, actually. Damn. But absolutely lovely. If you actually, I've got a little bit of advice for you. If you go into on your Google search and click the little camera, you can take a picture of a plant, a leaf, or something like that. You know, a flower even. And you can, hello guys, and you can literally just do a search on that, and it will come up with the species. Or you get loads of sites come up with it, and and tell you what species it is, whether it be what its Latin name or common name is, or. So it's quite handy, for people who've got a terrible memory, just like me. I've got an awful memory on stuff like that. What's my name again? So it's quite, quite useful. So if you come on, it's always got a bit of internet, what have you? You're sort of struggling for these. I can't show it at the moment because obviously I'm holding my device. But it's so accurate as well. You have to pick. Make sure you pick. It gives you loads of choices, and you just basically pick the one you want to find the name of, and they are. I'll tell you where it's from, or its origins and all that sort of stuff. A bit like Wikipedia, Well, sometimes Wikipedia actually comes up, so it just helps. It's basically a picture-related search. So it's really quite good. You know what? I really love nature. We used to live in a little place called Sale House in Norfolk, and okay, it was in the country, but it wasn't like country. There wasn't country as in like this country. No, it's countries with roads that are busy. Even then, that was about 2009 when we came over here. So it's 2009. June 2009. Don't regret it. No, especially now. Really don't. Don't get me wrong. It'd be nice if we had a bit more money to spend and stuff like that. Maybe that'll come one day. One day, maybe. But there's more to life than that. Definitely is. Having a place like this just on your doorstep. This is literally about 6 kilometres from, if that. About 6 kilometres for now. 4 or 5 kilometres this is from my house. So okay, we drove here because obviously I have to walk on the roads, and I don't like walking dogs on the roads unless it's near to the house. But on the whole, it's we've got this place here. We've got sandwich here with there's a lake there as well. We've got Rochechouart, and there's a lake there. We've got San Juan. There's some lovely rivers and stuff around there, and kayaking and what have you, and then we've got just these sort of places all over the place. I mean, they're just everywhere because we're in the country, literally. We're quite isolated in many ways, but I can't. But how can you be isolated these days, really? With the internet and stuff like that being so good now, even the mobile internet, it's how can you really be isolated? If when we first came to France with the missus and what have you, she had, make sure you got a phone the kids up and stuff like that. But there's none of this like FaceTiming. You know what I mean? It's just use Messenger and stuff like that, and you can see each other and see what they're up to, and it makes it kind of. I think you kind of. I don't get that contact, but you definitely have. It's a form of contact, isn't it? It's better than just the phone. You get to see what they're up to as well. Everything's instant, which sometimes is a good thing, and sometimes is a bad thing. You know what? I love trees. I really do. Can't eat that one though. All those horse chestnuts and stuff like that. You got all sorts of things. You got hornbeam, horse chestnut, hazel, got blackthorn. Just there, blackthorn. Yep. Obviously oaks and various undergrowth. Obviously got your brackens, ferns and brambles. Don't go in there, get torn to pieces. Yeah. So it is rather nice. Why do you leave her alone? The only thing you do have to watch out for, that's ticks. So it's a bit hard on my own at the moment because Caroline's in the UK, but when you want to check each other over, because it's a good idea to, most ticks, if you do get a tick bite, most of the time they're not a problem, because if they're a young tick where there hasn't been on anything else before, little acronym, that's horrible little bitey creature that sucks your blood basically. But if it's an old tick, they're one of the big fat ones, not fat when they've been off you, I mean fat as in when they go on you, big, not fat, just large. They're more dangerous because they can carry limes and stuff, which isn't very good. No, it can make you very ill. In fact, a friend of ours, Hazel, she actually went back to the UK because of it, which was a silly thing to do really, because the healthcare is far better. But she's just worried. And shall I tell you where she got a tick bite and got limes? Shall I say it? On her fanny. Yeah, she was peeing in the long grass. Yeah, she had to pee, and apparently it crawled up my leg and had a bunch. That's one for some sort of foreplay, that is, isn't it? But it's just anyway, she got really ill actually, to be fair to her. Really ill. Another guy we know, Roger, he also he died actually in the end. He got so ill, not from the limes itself, but caused complications. So he was really ill, he was. In a little place not far from here at Saint Barbon. Barbon or Bourbon? I can't remember now. That's when we first arrived here in France, so we kind of got wise to it quite quickly. All these people around us were getting Lyme's disease. But the thing we got to realise is if you get like a redness around, like rings, like radial rings around the actual tick bite, likelihood is it's going to have limes in it, so you need antibiotics. And you don't want to leave it too late. So the quicker you give antibiotics, the more likely you're going to have full recovery. So what we tend to do is we always hold back antibiotics when we get sick. And the doctor gives us antibiotics. If we can save a couple of tablets from each packet, if we ever get ill. And I'll say that we don't get ill that often, really, to be honest. Not to require antibiotics. But yeah, it's a good idea to have someone hold, just in case. But most cases, it just disappears. As long as you don't get that, you don't need antibiotics if you're just getting those rings. Anyway, we're back at the car. So it's time to put the doggies back in the car and take them back. Oh, girls, I've locked it. Well, some of it. Come on, guys, in you go. No, Dora's doing it to parent Sebastian. What? My dogs are broken. They got the wrong idea, they have. Have I got to help you? Hey, well done, girl. She did it. While he's done it, and Sebastian will just stand there and look at me. Can you get in? Is he going to get in on his own or not? You go in? No. No, you're not going in the front. In the back. I have to drive. Come on, in here. Come on, in. Up. I have to put his tail between his legs like that. Push him up. How do you get in? God's sake. They don't help, do they? No. A quick glance at my legs, make sure there's nothing creepy crawly. No creepy crawlies, because I've only got shorts on today. Yeah, got my Speedos on. Yeah, Graham. So, we're back in the car. You right, guys, now? Yeah, so we open these windows up and I'll sort you out a drink as well, I think, before we go. What do you reckon? Anyway, let's say ta-ta, and I hope you have a lovely day. Until next time, say ta-ta, guys. Look at them panting. Go get their drink, their bowls there ready. Oh, ta-ta.